Hey y'all, what it do, Cali crew? I'm back with another video. Welcome for those who are new, and hey, for those who are returning, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because as you can see, I'm sporadic as hell with that posting. Sorry I went absent for like a week. I was being lazy, just enjoying my time, trying to catch up on sleep because I was not sleeping very well. For some reason, your girl just could not get to sleep. My anxiety was through the roof. And as you can see, I'm in the car again because Dre's watching a movie in the house and I just didn't want to bother him. So anyway, yeah, so I want to do maybe one or two, maybe three story times for you guys since I haven't done any. And the last story time I did was a little embarrassing, but you know what? I'm grown now, so there's no point in being embarrassed about anything anymore, right? Right. So this story time is going to be about when the cops pulled up on me and one of my exes when we were at the park, smoking the green. Yeah, so long story short, me and an ex of mine, we will call him Caleb. Caleb and I, we were together for 10 years. And then we broke up and then got back together for a while, but then broke up again. But anyway, long story short, me and Caleb, you know, his parents supported our relationship. My dad did not. My mom supported our relationship, but she lived far and I didn't have a lot of gas in the car at the time and we just wanted to kick it. And his parents were like, y'all need to go kick it somewhere else. And he couldn't come to my dad's house because my dad was super protective. Anyway, that's another story for another time. But anyway, so I had a little gray Focus at the time. I will never forget this, y'all. Never forget. I had just signed up to go to college. It was like 2009. Yeah, it was 2009. It was in the summer. Excuse me. I will never forget this. It was, I want to say July or August out here in California. It was so hot that summer. In the distance, you could see literally the heat coming up from the ground. It was that freaking hot. But anyway, we were driving around and, you know, we wanted to smoke a little blunt. And we literally had one blunt rolled, which is the one that they caught us with. Well, it didn't really catch us with, but they rolled up on us on. And then the other little bit of blunt that we had was literally shake. And it wasn't even enough for a whole blunt. Like, it was literally like this much of bud. Like literally this much. Anyway, long story short, so we were driving around. I was living in Paris at the time, which is this little city in California before you hit Temecula and San Diego. But anyway, long story short, we were just, you know, driving around. He was like, man, we need to just sit somewhere for a second so we can just smoke and just relax. I'm like, okay. So we picked this park near his house and there was two parking lots to this park, right? So there's one entrance, one way in and one way out. One of those. So you come in, the entrance is like long, right? And then you go to the left and that's where one parking lot is, and then with a little playground, right? And then on the other side, when you come in, you go to the left, it's just a blank parking, you know, parking area, and then like the baseball field and just open fields. So we went to the side where it was the open field that on the left. And there was a van there with an old man there that was like half naked. It was so weird. He was like taking a bath or something. And there was another car, but it was parked on the other side of the park, on the other parking lot I was telling you about. So we get there, whatever, and we're just talking and we're both like stressed because we just want to spend time together and we don't have a good place to do that at. Like, we don't not even like to get it in, just like to hang out, talk, cuddle, like not even do nothing crazy. Anyway, we were smoking and the old man that was, you know, parked in the van, I noticed he kept like looking at us and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna pay no mind. It's just, you know, old man at a park, whatever. Maybe he's homeless. I don't freaking know. You know, a little bit while goes by and, you know, we're like smoking a little bit and next thing you know, he's like, oh, there go the cops. I'm like, no way. And I look up and surely enough, here come the cops down that long ass entrance. And as soon as I see them, like, I put, you know, the little blunt that we had out and start spraying and turn the defrost on to get the smoke out of the car. And he lit a little black and mild. And then by the time they pulled up, like they had did some extra stuff, y'all. They had came around, like pulled in, came around, circled our car, and like then tried to pull us over. Like we were literally the only two cars there. So dumbass police. Anyway, They get out, they, you know, license, registration, all that stuff. And they were like, oh, well, why are you out here? It's really hot, this and that. I was like, well, officer, you know, me and my boyfriend and I, we don't have any place we can just, you know, hang out and talk. So we just got in the car and drove to the park. He's like, why don't you guys go get a hotel room or something? I was like, well, it's not even like that. We just wanted to hang out and talk, and we didn't have the money for that. I'm, you know, a college student, this and that. And he pulled us both out of the car, put him in handcuffs. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, we didn't do anything wrong. He's like, oh, this is for mine and my partner's protection, even though it was 2 of them and 2 of us. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, he searched the car, and as he's searching, my heart is racing because I'm like, oh my God, please don't find the little bottle of shake. Please don't find the bottle of shake. Surely enough, they found the bottle of shake, and it was in the center console surrounded by a bunch of pads, and I didn't think anything of it. But then I saw him kind of go for the center console, and like I kind of stepped up for like a sec. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I wanted to you know, grab a pad out of there because I need to go to the restroom, because it was that time of the month. And he was like, oh no, you can wait. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I stepped back and let him, you know, finish searching, and by that time he found the bottle. The bottle was this big, but literally the weed was literally this much. Like, barely a blunt. Anyway, he was like, oh, so what are you gonna do with this? Whose is this? No, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm lying. It wasn't in the center console. It was in a purse that I had that was in the back seat. And it was like it was a raggedy purse that had a hole in everything. And he grabbed the purse. He's like, oh, whose purse is this? I was like, oh, it's my purse, but it's been there for a while. And he's like, oh, okay. So he searched through it. Tell me why the bottle of Bud was the only thing in that purse. Like, because I literally had just took it out from, you know, the back of the closet, and I was just throwing stuff in there. And he was like, oh, whose is this? I was like, it's my purse, but that's not mine. I was like, my friend, I just got that purse back from my friend, this and that. He's like, oh, friend from where? I was like, from my job. He's like, where do you work? I was like, I work at Pizza Hut off of this street, and this is the coworker I got it from, this and that. He was like, oh, yeah, okay. And so he sat Caleb in the police car, and he was just like, sorry, my nose is like trying to run or something, I'm not really sure, but he was like, just tell me whose it is, this and that. I don't want you both to get in trouble because this is one of your guys's. I was like, honestly, sir, it's not mine. I was like, if it was mine, I would be honest. I was like, I'm trying to go on the right path. I just got registered for school. I'm starting on this day, blah, blah, blah. I had my little ID and everything. Like, I was ready to go. And he was like, oh, well, if it's not yours, I'm just going to dump it out. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You could dump it out, but it's not mine and it's not his. Caleb, oh, well, sorry. My head's all over the place, but I'll get that in a second. He was like, oh, well, just tell me whose it is. Is it his? Because if it's his, then he can just take the rap freight and just go. I'm like, sir, it's not mine and it's not his. I was like, I have nothing to lie about. I'm just being honest. He's like, okay, well, whatever. So they ran both of our names. We didn't have no warrants or anything like that. Duh. So, he took literally this much of Bud in the jar, threw it on the ground, stomped on it, was like, okay, get out of here. So we're like, okay. Throughout this whole time, y'all, I am having like the meanest panic attack. Like, my anxiety's through the roof. My heart is hurting. And it's hot as fuck outside. Like, I didn't have no water on me, no nothing. I was like, sir, like I was like trying to rush the process because I was trying to freaking go. Like, anyway, long story short, they left and Caleb got in the car and he was like, oh my God, what the hell? I was like, I know, right? He's like, I knew. He's like, I told you that was gonna happen. I was like, yeah, you were right, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And then I was like, what were they saying to you? What happened? He was like, oh, well, just say whose it is. If it's hers, then we can just take her and be on our way. He's like, no, sir, it's not hers and it's not mine. We have no reason to lie, this and that. I was like, wow, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, and the whole time, he's like, I guess in the cop car, they have like a cage thing. And I guess they have like a little like hole or something. He's like, I was trying to like put my face near the hole to get some air, and he was being a dick. I'm like, oh wow, don't come for me, y'all. I did my own Bantu knots and I didn't do it all the way. I just did the front Did a back bun. But anyway, don't come for me. Anyway, yeah, so after, yeah, so that was that whole experience, and it wasn't even that much of Bud to get upset about. I was just upset that we even stopped at that damn park to begin with, you know, and just thinking back on it was so stupid. So stupid. Just don't park at the, don't go park at a park and smoke. Like, just don't. Just don't. Because there's no telling who's watching you. Because someone's gonna snitch. Someone's gonna tell. Excuse me. Yeah, there's no telling. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, that was my quick little story time. How the police rolled up on me and the guy I was dating at the time. Freaked me out. Freaked him out. It was crazy. But yeah. That day was crazy. It honestly, it has not been that hot in California in a long time. Like, it was so hot that it was close to humid. Like, you had trouble breathing when you came outside. It was that hot. And you couldn't stand outside for very long because you literally start to sweat, like, everywhere. Anyway, thanks for listening to my quick story time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay safe and blessed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification so you can get notified when I post, because I'm sporadic as hell, and I'm trying to do my best for you guys and get these story times and videos out. Excuse me. If you like, all my social medias will be down below. And yeah, stay safe and blessed, guys. Thanks for listening to the story time. It is May 3rd, Sunday. Have a great day. Stay safe and blessed. And always remember, self-care is the best care. Bye.